Welcome to Rona Park. I've decided to switch things up today and go somewhere different. I've been going to Sebastopol for about 4 days in a row, and decided to do something different. So this is day 2 of my 16-mile challenge on my bike. I'm 7 miles in. I have another mile to hit 8, and then I'll catch up with you then. 8 miles done. So today I want to kind of talk about filmmaking a little bit, and well, the kind of the basics of filmmaking. Now, one of my biggest issues that I've been having in a lot of my recent videos is exposure. I've noticed a lot of mine have not been consistent and all that stuff. So today I kind of want to talk about the histogram that all cameras have in them. So what is a histogram? A histogram is a graph that your camera creates, and that graph consists of 3 primary colors: red, green, and blue. Now what this histogram helps you do is properly expose your photo or your video and stuff like that. So that's what I want to work on today. I want to work on making sure all of my clips today are properly exposed and look similar. One more thing. I'm really starting to realize right now this might be a bad day to do it because the sun keeps going in and out of the clouds. So I have my camera set on manual everything. And I typically do it that way because I'm still trying to learn how to properly expose my footage. I've really just been doing a guessing game on most of the time. So that's why I'm trying to learn this histogram graph thing, so I can take the guesswork out of it. And I really probably suggest anyone that's getting into photography or filmmaking, learn how to read your histogram graph first, like I'm trying to do now. So next stop is Starbucks. Oh my God, I really messed up today. It's 2 o'clock right now. I started this day way too late, and I have a 50-minute ride to get back to my house. I have to pick my daughter up at 3 o'clock, so I'm going to be late picking her up, but I'm going to do this really quick. So how do you read a histogram graph? It's, from what I'm understanding, it's actually really easy. You have 2 different sides of your histogram, and they're called edges, 2 different edges. You have an overexposed and underexposed side. So your left side typically means you're going to be underexposed. Underexposed means that your video or your footage is going to be somewhat dark, and you're losing a lot of detail in that footage because of how dark it is. And on the right hand side, you're going to be overexposed. I guess you kind of get the hint where your footage is going to be really bright, and you're going to lose still a lot more detail in that footage just because it's too bright. So from what I'm understanding, and I'm still learning all this stuff, you want most of your color to be right in the middle, so you're not losing much detail. And from what I'm understanding, there is a little bit of an exception to this rule on occasions depending on what you're shooting, but we can get into that later. I'm not 100% sure on all this stuff yet, but I think what I'm going to focus on, since I'm outside most of the time, is trying to keep my colors in the middle to see if that is the way to go to properly expose my footage every single time. So I gotta go. It's past 2 o'clock and I'm gonna be in trouble.